Well, hello, welcome back to the show. This is take two because the first time didn't go as planned, and that's usually how it goes. I was installing the silent return spring and I had it upside down, and on video I told you to put it in upside down, and it took me 15 minutes to fight it and turn off the camera and find out that I had the orientation incorrect. So we're back with the correct way to do it. A lot of you guys get the Torpedo 18Bs. They're great machines, but they are often, I'm just tinkering around while I'm talking to you guys. Oftentimes they do come with the silent return spring off, and it's not a big deal on this machine as it is on some of the other machines like the SF. But the silent return spring is this long spring arm that's right here that I'm poking with the guy. And you can see when I start to move the carriage, it moves along to the side and it pushes this pawl out of the way, and that's what gives you your silent action. Otherwise, if this wasn't there, this thing would just it would slap every time a gear tooth touched it. It would go and when you return your carriage, it would make a zipper sound. And it's fine. You can play with that all day. But it's just annoying, and it's not how it should be. So this machine came to me with the escapement loose. This adjustment here, the gear wobbles. It's way out of alignment and adjustment. It's got too much play in it, so I'll have to adjust that after the fact. But I dug out a silent return spring that I had sitting in the box somewhere that I don't even think is for a Torpedo. It might be for a Remington of some kind, like a Monarch or something, but it fit and it worked. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. When it's in the machine, this is the orientation that it's in. There's this top plate that goes right here that's connected to this system. And this plate has a little tooth that sticks downward toward the spring, and it keeps it from going too far that direction. And then there is a tooth on this plate that's right here that is 90 degrees sticking upwards, and that's where this spring pushes against when it goes that direction. You can see like so. So to take it out, you would just go underneath it, lift it up over that tooth. I'm looking through the video camera. I got my new video camera set up here. You would push it over to the side like so, and if you notice up here on this top part where my pointy guy is, once you start moving this over, you can see the grabber guy, this installer part up at the top. So we'll move this until we can see our grabber guy, and then we're going to go ahead and snag it out like so. Okay. Oh, they're not supposed to come in and out. If your silent return spring is slipping, if you still have the silent return spring installed and it's still making noises, oftentimes they get greasy, and this needs to work off of friction. If you watch some of my other silent return spring videos, especially on the SM series Olympias, you note that this slots into this escapement gear that has a ring around it, and it just slips over the ring and it sits like that, and it works off of friction. So the installation is the opposite of this removal, but what you're going to need to do is make sure that this little guy is pointing down. It has like a slope like so. See how it slopes down? So that will be facing down. So your long pointy end will come through the typewriter this direction. And what you're going to need is a pair of forceps or something that has like a locking clamp, and you'll clamp the end in like so. This is the way to do it without taking the carriage off, which you don't want to do. You don't want to take the carriage off. So here's the silent return spring. I'm going to feed it in through this side and then try to get it where it needs to go, where it wants to go. Keep this big end on this side of there's the escapement gear. And then once you get it through, you can kind of maneuver it around. Oh, lost him. It seems, this is my second time on video. It seems like as soon as I turn the camera on, you get the mishaps. Because both times, I've done this 3 times, and every time I've done it off camera, it's been like a 2-second procedure. And as soon as I turn on the camera, it turns into a whole thing. Probably because the camera's right in my face. That's not fun. We'll go ahead and reset our clamp on silent return spring and see if we can't get this installed for you guys. So we'll go ahead and slide that in, making sure that it's going back the right direction. And make sure I'm doing it the right way or the wrong way. Maybe I was doing it the wrong way. Maybe I was doing it the wrong way again, guys. Yeah, see, here we go again. We'll see. We'll try to do it with this facing upward. I thought that's the way I wasn't supposed to do it, but now I'm having issues doing it like this, so we'll see. Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe I'm just being a fool. Well, it seems like it works. So you can see up here, I'm pushing it in. I'm trying to get the... people always ask, hey, can you? My torpedo came to me like this. Can you? On Facebook, they ask, can you write a sentence on how to do it? I'm like, yeah, I guess I can, but it's one of those things that a sentence isn't really going to solve much, because it's a fiddly thing to do. You're way in the machine, and you're going blind because you can't see the ring. The ring that this slots into is under this plate, and the plate's not removable. You can remove this arm, and that allows you super easy access, but I'm stubborn, and I'm not going to do that to myself and make my life easier. I'm just going to do this like that and see if that did it, which it might have. But yeah, it's slotted in. Go ahead and we'll start moving this to make sure that it's on its groove. It seems like it's on. Oh no, I can kind of see inside through this side hole. I'm peeking in through the side, and you can see where it's not really on the gear all the way. So I'm going to lift up the spring, and make sure that it's resting on the gear. And it's still not. Like I said, guys, it's the curse of the camera here. You got the curse of the camera. As soon as the camera goes on, it doesn't like to play. Let's see if that did it. Yeah, I think that did it. Gently release the clamp. Give this a few turns to make sure that it's like on its track. You can see that now it's on a track like it should. And then you'll just rotate it over, and then you'll have to lift it up and around. Like I said, this is the pawl that needs to be moved by this thing, and then this thing is a stopper. So you kind of have like a labyrinth of things to get around. So what I'll do is I'll take my spring hook tool, I'll lift up slightly, not too much, while I'm moving over, just to get it over that hump that was right there. And then now you can see it's activating like normal. You can see the silent return spring is set, it's on its groove, and when it moves, the carriage moves, that spring holds the pawl all the way open, and now I'll have completely silent. You'll hear no zipping sounds. See, it just spins. Nice and easy. Usually it goes a lot smoother than that, guys, but like I said, I just, with the camera and the thoughts of doing it, talking at the same time, you just lose a lot of focus doing the actual job when you're trying to explain things. So hopefully you can see my correction when I was doing it upside down. You can see that the spring kind of has like a bend in it that goes off that direction, kind of like a 45-degree angle, and that will help you align that. The hardest part is sliding it in, and like I said, taking this off. It's one single screw right here for this is the escapement trigger that trips from the type bars. You can go ahead and pull that screw off, and then this whole lever flips up and out of the way, and that will give you even more access to get down in here to push that spring clip back into place. Well, guys, it's supposed to be a quick tip, but it turned into an ordeal. But that's sometimes how it goes. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it helps out Torpedo 18 users that are trying to repair their silent return spring. And happy quiet typing, guys.